defensibility, and sustainable differentiation, brand equity. When you think of searching for something on the internet, you most probably think of Google first. That's the power of Google's brand equity. Brand equity is defined as the commercial value that a company derives from consumer perception of the brand name of that particular product or service, rather than from the product or service itself. Think of brand equity as the neon light that flashes the company or product name in the head of your customer every time they think of anything related to the problem your product solves or anything to do with the area you're in. You know you've really hit it big, out of the ballpark, when people think of the name of your company as a name of the field or as a verb. Well, let's just Google that. Sure, right after you hand me a Kleenex. If you have a great brand equity, then you have customer mind share as well. This can be a huge sustainable competitive differentiation. According to Kevin Lane Keller, a marketing professor at Dartmouth College, in his book Strategic Brand Management, 4 areas are key to brand process and development. He calls them salience, how your name stands out, meaning, what people think about that name, response, what people think the value of that brand is to them, and resonance, which is how people feel about your brand. Building brand equity is important, but doesn't have to be expensive. Don't confuse companies who buy their brand, selling them through millions of dollars of advertising to make consumers think they know and trust their brand and product, from those who build brand over time. You need to earn every element of a brand equity equation. We'll talk more about how to do this in a separate module on building brand equity. Remember, with every positive interaction your customer has with your product, your brand equity gets stronger. But also remember, it's a two-sided sword. If your customers have a negative experience with your product, or if there's bad PR against your brand, that negative issue will stick to your brand and customers will lose trust and/or interest in your product. Brand equity always comes with a risk of getting attached also to a legacy that can be challenging to overcome. For example, when you hear the name of the company Xerox, you most probably think of copiers, photocopiers. However, Xerox has moved well beyond that. They've become a strong IT company with multiple products and services. Yet their brand is still associated with that copier era, and it hangs on. You may well think here that creating brand equity is in fact expensive. There are so many examples of startups creating great brand equity without spending a lot of money. This happens through cost-effective ways to promote your brand, such as strong customer referrals, social media campaigns, brand ambassador programs, hacking a trend, smart PR strategies, and building a community of your loyal customers and evangelists. We sometimes hear this referred to as guerrilla marketing. There are hundreds of examples of cost-effective brand development from the likes of companies like Hootsuite, with their community called Hoot Up, for like-minded social media enthusiasts, or Uber, who early on offered free rides during the South by Southwest conference and delivering roses on Valentine's Day. Or Pinterest, who launched the campaign called Pin It Forward. You'll hear much more in this module on branding, but for now, I hope you'll take away that there are a lot of things you can do to develop and maintain your sustainable competitive differentiation through brand development.